Good morning, Atma Namaste. This morning's whisper is on resting your nervous system, and I know as well as anyone else how important that can be. So today we are going to let the body rest. I invite you to take a slow, deep breath in and exhale with softness. I invite you to close your eyes and bring awareness to your shoulders, to your jaw, to your chest, and notice any tension that you may be holding in those areas. Now gently invite your body to release any tension and imagine a warm wave of calm moving through you. And this warm wave of calm is telling your nervous system, you are safe. You are safe now. And as you feel your body receive that message, notice where it softens. You do not always have to be alert, and you do not always have to brace for what's next. That's important. You do not always have to be alert, and you do not always have to brace for what's next. No floor being pulled out from underneath you. No waiting for the other shoe to drop. You are safe now. And in that safeness, bring gratitude and hold in your mind's eye and in your heart, my body is safe to relax. I release tension with ease, and I honor my need for rest. Move gently with yourself today. And inviting you to allowing your body to rest, I would encourage to really take notice today of moments where you feel your jaw becoming clenched, you feel your shoulders tensing up, you feel your chest tightening. Sometimes for me, it's in the back of my shoulders where I hold all the stress, or as I would like to call it, the weight of the world. And it can be as simple as noticing when those systems start to come into alert, to close our eyes, to take a deep cleansing breath in, and as you exhale, allow your body to soften. And sometimes just doing 3 deep cleansing breaths is enough to release and relax some of that tension. And then you have the opportunity to sit in reflection I know I've mentioned carrying a little journal or a little notepad around. This would be a great opportunity to write down where you're feeling the tension throughout the day. What time of day is it when you're feeling that tension? What feelings, thoughts, and emotions are attached to that tension? Sometimes in working with clients, they realize that they're not even holding tension in those places until you actively practice taking the deep cleansing breath, allowing that air to expand in your being, and then audibly exhaling and feeling that tension melt from those areas. As you go throughout your week, even 72 hours after reflecting and writing down where you feel the tension and what times of the day you feel the tension and what environmental factors or outliers or stressors are playing into that moment, you'll begin to see a pattern. And again, that's bringing awareness to that pattern without knowing. It's a little difficult to work through what it is that you're holding on to. And allowing myself to give my body rest, something that I have worked on in listening to check in. And I'll check in throughout the day, several times throughout the day. I'll bring myself back to center. Where am I feeling tired? What does my body need? What does my essence need? And many times it's a nap or just unplugging and sitting in stillness, allowing anything that is bouncing around up here to flow out. Have you ever experienced that in meditation where there's nothing going on up here? It's a beautiful space to be in. And it's not as difficult to obtain as many people may think. It's with intention that we can get there. It's in self-care that we can get there. In saying, I have time for myself. Many times we go throughout the day, I'm so busy, I have to get to this appointment, to this appointment. We get lost. We get lost in that matrix of things to do, places to be, and people to please. You are the most important piece, the most important component in what makes all of that work. And without taking a moment to really breathe in, rest, presence, love, peace, stillness, serenity, I find it difficult to move throughout my day when I've not taken a moment to check in with myself. I used to be one of those people that I don't have a routine. I ebb and flow. thrive in chaos. And I could never understand how people held to a routine. They went from point A to point B to point C, and they allocated space and time for those things to happen. And when it starts, it starts, and when it ends, it ends. No matter where you're at, no matter how far you've gotten. Then they pick it back up the next day. It's like, how do you do that? Because I have to finish this. I have to finish this thing that I started. But also, have you ever gone throughout your day where certain times of day are more productive than others? There's more clarity, there's more focus, there's more motivation, there's more understanding. And then you get to the point of the day where it's like, and you hit a wall. And no matter how much more you try to cram in or understand or see, feel, or think, it just doesn't happen. I don't retain it at all. And then I have to go back and reread or redo the thing that I'm so desperately trying to finish. That's not very productive, and it's a waste, if you ask me. There's no intention behind that for me. So allowing myself rest so that I can be refreshed and come back to that space allows me to complete it not perfectly, but how it's meant to be. So, all of that to say, I hope that you are able to give yourself the rest that your body needs today. Take a moment to check in, several moments to check in throughout the day. Am I feeling tension? And where am I feeling the tension at? And what thoughts, feelings, and emotions are attached to that tension? And if you have questions, feel free to reach out. I'm happy to help you through. Happy to help you pinpoint or what the meaning behind certain stressors in certain parts of the body are, and helping clearing that. I hope that you have a peaceful day, a serene day, and until tomorrow morning, Atma Namaste.